Please write this important heading, sensitivity analysis. Now, what is all about sensitivity analysis? Let me explain this in details. Friends, you have seen computing NPV, we are dependent on 4 variables. What are those 4 variables? You need to know what is the initial investment required in the project. So initial investment becomes the first variable. Second thing, you need to know what is the annual cash inflow that you are expecting. So annual cash inflow is another variable. Number 3, what is the life of the project? That is the third variable. And what is the discounting rate? That is the fourth variable. So generally these 4 variables exist. Now, why we are talking some kind of sensitivity analysis over here? Suppose there is a project and you are estimating the life of the project to be 10 years. Today you are computing NPV of the project with an estimation of project life to be 10 years. Is there a guarantee that project will run till 10 years? What will happen tomorrow? We have no guarantee for that. What will happen in 10 years time? How will we have any assurance of that? So it is completely uncertain. In 10 years time, all these factors may undergo a change. Change number 1 could be change in your annual cash flows. There could be a change in the life of the project. For example, you have estimated life of project to be 10 years, but actually the project is discarded maybe in 7 years time. Anything can happen. What we have to do is, the computation of NPV is sensitive to these 4 variables. That is the cost of the project, the life of the project, the discounting rate and the annual cash flows. How much is the sensitivity of each variable we have to assess. For example, we are estimating annual cash inflow as rupees 10 lakhs. What would happen if annual cash inflow reduces? That fear of what happens if the expected annual cash flow reduces, that fear will disturb your decision making process. So we need to look into the sensitivity analysis. Let me explain one thing. I hope you people have watched a popular Bollywood movie, 3 Idiots. One famous scene, one very popular scene from that movie and a very popular dialogue from that movie. There was the main character in the movie who used to convey all is well, correct? All is well. So one of his friend happens to ask him that you keep saying all is well. Saying all is well, will it solve your problem? Then the main character replies, saying all is well is not going to solve your problem, but it will definitely give you enough preparation to tackle the problem. So it becomes kind of your preparedness that you are prepared to handle that problem. All is well. So sensitivity analysis is all about that. See beta, future is filled with uncertainty, and because of that uncertainty, risk will arise. Applying sensitivity analysis, we are not saying that we will be able to eliminate that uncertainty and risk. What we can do is make ourselves prepared to handle that uncertainty. So for example, suppose you have prepared financial management thoroughly, but you have left just one small concept. One of your friend is coming to you and asking you, see, you have not prepared this. What if this comes in examination? You evaluate that the possibility of this coming in examination is very less. You don't have a single time left over to prepare that concept. So you have no choice but to leave it. So what risk you are taking? You would say, even if that comes in exam, it will be for 4 marks. First of all, the possibility of that coming in exam is very low. Even if that comes in exam, it will be for 4 marks, and I have prepared enough to manage with the remaining part of the syllabus. Even if this question comes, I am taking risk of 4 marks, and these ICAI, CMA Institute, all these institutes are providing choices also. I may be able to leave that question in choice. What if it comes in compulsory? Even if it comes in a compulsory question, it is still of 4 marks. I am okay to take that risk. So basically, you are preparing yourself to take that risk. Sensitivity analysis is all about that. So when we start dealing with sensitivity analysis, I will be showing you 2 different dimensions of sensitivity analysis. One where we have a defined calculation, as if what if annual cash flows reduce by 10%, and another where they give you an open possibility where there is no hint given that what is expected reduction in annual cash flow. If I tell you what will happen if annual cash flows reduce by 10%. So if annual cash flows were estimated to be 10 lakhs, with 10 lakhs of annual cash flow, you have computed a positive NPV. If cash flows are expected to reduce by 10%, means instead of 10 lakhs of cash flow, now it will be 9 lakhs of cash flow. So instead of 10 lakhs, if it is 9 lakhs of cash flow, recompute your NPV and look into what is the impact of cash flows reducing by 10%. Is your NPV going negative? If your NPV doesn't go negative, if your NPV is still positive, do you know what you would conclude? Even if annual cash flows are reducing by 10%, you have no problem. You are still able to make a positive NPV. So the question was, what if cash flows reduce by 10%? And your response was, even if cash flows are reduced by 10%, we will not incur loss. We will still have a positive NPV. So every question that is asked in sensitivity analysis begins from the words what if, and that is why this analysis is also termed as what if analysis. So anyway, let us deal with certain important examples to understand sensitivity analysis completely. So your attention on the screen, and I am taking you to some important examples. Consider the following example. Cost of the project is 15 lakhs. Life of the project is 10 years. Annual cash inflows, it is rupees 3 lakhs per annum. Discounting rate is given as 10% per annum. Determine the NPV of the project and analyze the sensitivity of each variable considering 10% change. For example, increase in cost of the project by 10%, number 1. Number 2, decrease in annual cash inflows by 10%. Number 3, increase in discounting rate by 10%, that is from 10% to 11%. Number 4, decrease in life of the project by 10%, that is from 10 years to 9 years. Also analyze that to which factor among the above 4 the project is most sensitive. Now friends, before we attempt this example, let us first understand what exactly this example is trying to convey. Cost of the project, life of the project, annual cash inflows and discounting rate. These are the 4 variables on which NPV is dependent, correct? So if NPV is dependent on these 4, if any factor changes, it will cause a change in the NPV. And what if the NPV reduces below 0? That means it goes to negative. Definitely we cannot afford to take that risk, and that is why we need to have clarity about this NPV. Analyze the sensitivity of each variable considering 10% change. So here the question is giving you specification that there will be a 10% change. Increase in cost of the project by 10%. First thing, so cost of the project is originally 15 lakhs. If it increases by 10%, then it will become 16 lakh 50,000, correct? You simply add 10% to 15 lakhs, it will become 16 lakh 50,000. But what I am trying to convey is the risk is not when the cost decreases. The risk is arising when the cost increases. Likewise, when it comes to annual cash inflows, Risk does not arise when the annual cash inflows are expected to increase. Risk will arise when the annual cash inflows are expected to decrease. Correct? Thereafter, discounting rate. When it comes to discounting rate, the risk arises when the discounting rate increases. Why risk arises when the discounting rate increases? Because you have seen already that present value is inversely related to discounting rate. You take higher and higher discounting rate, the present value will be lower and lower. That impact you have to understand. Therefore, the risk arises when the discounting rate increases, not when it decreases. And of course, when the life of the project is expected to decline, there is definitely risk involved. So with all these four risky factors, how much sensitivity or what degree of risk do we have? That is what we are trying to understand. Now what we do is, we first make the calculation of NPV, and with each of these variable changing, we will keep on computing NPV again and again. So throughout the question, what you have to do is to just calculate revised NPV, nothing else. And you have to keep informing in the solution what is the effect of change of this NPV. So what is the effect of change of this particular variable on the NPV? That is what you have to keep reporting. So let us move ahead and look into how to present the solution over here. So when you begin your solution, you start with computing NPV, and here the usual calculation of NPV, I don't even have to explain you. Your NPV over here is positive 3,43,370. Analyzing the sensitivity of each variable with 10% change. I will do that analysis, but once you finish writing this whole calculation. Let us move ahead and begin with this sensitivity analysis. First factor was cost of the project. So what is the risk? What if the cost of the project increases by 10%? Revised cost of the project will be 15 lakhs plus 10%, that is 16,50,000. Revised NPV will be simply 18,43,370, that was total PV of inflow. That doesn't change. You are changing only one factor, that is the cost of the project, and that is 16,50,000 as revised cost. The revised NPV is coming to 193,370. What happens to NPV? NPV reduces by rupees 1,50,000. So the percentage reduction in NPV is by how much? Percentage reduction in NPV is by 43.68%. So conclusion for part 1, you would write, if cost of project increases by 10%, other things remaining same, NPV reduces by 43.68%. So please identify this line, other things remaining same. So we are presuming that life of project remains same, annual cash inflows remain same, discounting rate remains same, only one factor is changing, that is cost of the project. So this part I am going to discuss later also. Let us move ahead and deal with the next part. The second part is annual cash flows. What if annual cash flows are reduced by 10%? So we have this risk of annual cash flows getting reduced by 10%. Revised annual cash flows will be 10% less than the current estimate of cash flows. So it will be 3 lakh minus 10%, that is 2,70,000. Now what we do is we simply recompute the NPV, and when we recompute the NPV, what happens? We find that the NPV comes down to 1,59,033. So NPV reduces by rupees 1,84,337. So the percentage reduction in NPV will be 53.68%. So what conclusion we draw for this second part? If annual cash inflows reduces by 10%, other things remaining same, NPV reduces by 53.68%. Let us move ahead and take up the next part. That will be, what if discounting rate increases by 10%. That is, it increases from 10% to 11%. So the third variable is discounting rate. So we are just going to recompute NPV, but now applying 11% discounting rate. The whole calculation process remains same, only the values will change, and we find that the revised NPV comes to 2,66,770. So NPV reduces by 76,600, and finally the percentage reduction in NPV comes to 22.31%. So conclusion for part 3 would be, if discounting rate increases from 10% to 11%, other things remaining same, NPV reduces by 22.31%. Let us move ahead and deal with the fourth factor, that is life of the project. So what if the life of the project reduces by 10%? So it was originally 10 years life. If it is reducing by 10%, means the life of the project would be now revised to 9 years. What we will do is, we will recompute NPV, but now using 9 years of life, other things remaining same. Let us see what is the impact on NPV. This time the net present value comes to 2,27,707, and there is a reduction in NPV by 1,15,663. So percentage reduction in NPV is by 33.68%. So conclusion for part 4 would be, if project life reduces to 9 years, other things remaining same, NPV reduces by 33.68%. Let us move ahead and write down the final conclusion. It is found that the project is most sensitive to change in annual cash flows. If annual cash flows are reduced by 10%, NPV reduces by 53.68%. But friends, before you write this final conclusion, I would want to address one very important thing, and that is, have you observed one thing? When we are dealing with sensitivity analysis and we are analyzing the change in 4 different variables, when you deal with one variable at a time, your assumption is other things remaining constant. So this could be considered as a limitation of sensitivity analysis. At one side it is giving you preparedness that okay fine, don't worry, even if your annual cash flow reduces by 10%, you still get positive NPV. But that assurance is coming based on assumption that other things will remain constant. This is a limitation of sensitivity analysis. So how to overcome this limitation, we will learn even that, but let us first solve some more questions on sensitivity analysis and take up one extended part of sensitivity analysis after this. Let us move ahead and take up a question from your textbook, that is question number 5. So please read this question. So in your solution, you first find the NPV of the project, and how to compute NPV, you don't have to depend on anyone, you know how to do it very well, and your answer for NPV comes to 17,26,313. I'm sure you would have done that calculation on your own easily. Now we will analyze the sensitivity of each variable with changes of 20%. Let us move ahead and deal with the first factor, that is increase in the initial project cost by 20%. Revised cost of the project will be 35 lakhs plus 20%, that would come to rupees 42 lakhs. So revised NPV will be 52,26,313 minus 42 lakhs, which would come to 10,26,313. So NPV reduces by rupees 7 lakhs. Percentage reduction in NPV will be by 40.55%. The conclusion for part 1 would be, if the cost of the project increases by 20% and other things remain same, NPV reduces by 40.55%. Let us move ahead and deal with the next factor, that is risk of decrease in annual cash flows by 20%. So basically, you have to make the same type of calculation, but your revised cash flows will reduce by 20%. Revised cash flows will be 9,60,000. Other things remaining same, your NPV comes to 6,81,050, and the reduction in NPV is by 10,45,263. Percentage reduction in NPV would be 60.548%, or you can also write 60.55%. And conclusion for this part would be, if annual cash flows are reduced by 20%, that is from 12 lakhs to 9,60,000, other things remaining same, NPV reduces by 60.548%. Let us move ahead and deal with the next part, that is possibility of increase in cost of capital from 10% to 12%. The same format of presentation and calculation of NPV. The only thing changes now is the annuity factor. For 6 years at 12%, what you get is 4.111407, and this will result into reduced NPV of 14,33,689, and the reduction in NPV is found to be by 2,92,624. So percentage reduction in NPV comes to 16.95%. So third part conclusion would be, if discounting rate increases to 12% from 10%, other things remaining same, NPV reduces by 16.95%. Let us move ahead and write up the final conclusion. That would be, it is found that the project is most sensitive with annual cash flows. If annual cash flows reduce by 20%, NPV reduces by 60.548%.